Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that has captivated global attention due to its devastating impact: Ebola. This isn't just another virus, it's an international health concern that's caused significant outbreaks and stirred fear around the globe. Unraveling the mysteries of Ebola, we'll delve into what it is, how it functions, and the reasons behind its deadly reputation. So, put on your learning hats and let's explore how Ebola works and why it's considered so deadly. Before we delve into the details, let's have a quick overview. The Ebola virus disease, often simply referred to as Ebola, is a severe and often fatal illness in humans. The virus originates from wild animals, such as fruit bats, porcupines, and non-human primates, and then spreads to people through direct contact with the blood, secretions, organs, or other bodily fluids of these infected animals. Once it has made the leap to humans, Ebola then continues its spread through human-to-human transmission, again through direct contact with bodily fluids. Now, it's important to know that not all Ebola viruses are created equal. There are, in fact, several different strains of the Ebola virus, each with varying degrees of deadliness. Some strains, like the Zaire Ebola virus, are notorious for their high fatality rates, while others, like the Western Ebola virus, have yet to cause a single known human death. There are several different strains of the Ebola virus, and some are more dangerous than others. Now let's discuss how Ebola spreads. The Ebola virus primarily transmits through direct contact with the blood, secretions, organs, or other bodily fluids of infected animals or humans. When we say direct contact, we mean that the virus enters the body via broken skin or mucous membranes such as the eyes, nose, or mouth. To clarify, you cannot contract Ebola by simply being near someone who is infected. The virus has to make its way into your system through an open wound or a mucous membrane. For example, if an infected person's blood splashes into your eye, or if you touch a contaminated surface and then rub your eyes or mouth, you could potentially contract the virus. This is why healthcare workers are at such high risk and why protective gear is so important. It's important to note that Ebola is not an airborne virus, which means it doesn't spread through the air like the flu. So, what makes Ebola so deadly? It all boils down to the virus's high fatality rate. In the most devastating outbreaks, the mortality rate has skyrocketed to a staggering 90%. When infected with Ebola, the human body undergoes a rapid decline in health, triggering a series of alarming symptoms that make it an incredibly lethal virus. At the onset, patients may experience fever, severe headache, muscle pain, and weakness. But as the infection progresses, the symptoms become more severe and could include vomiting, diarrhea, and in some cases both internal and external bleeding. Ebola doesn't stop there. It targets the body's vital organs, causing them to fail one after the other. It's a relentless assault on the body's systems, leading to an eventual collapse if not treated promptly. The virus is notorious for causing severe internal and external bleeding, organ failure, and a cascade of symptoms that lead to a rapid decline in health. Ebola attacks the body in several ways. The virus is not only clever but also ruthless. Its primary target, our immune system. Specifically, Ebola zeroes in on our white blood cells, the very cells responsible for protecting our bodies from infections. What's even more alarming is that instead of destroying these cells, Ebola uses them as a Trojan horse, infiltrating them and turning them into virus factories. As these infected cells travel throughout our body, the virus replicates and multiplies, wreaking havoc on our vital organs. It's like a wildfire spreading unchecked through a dry forest. In the process of this viral onslaught, our body's tissues are damaged. This damage isn't just confined to one area, it's widespread, affecting multiple organs. It's this extensive tissue damage that can lead to the severe symptoms and complications associated with Ebola. As the virus replicates, it overwhelms the immune system, leading to widespread tissue damage. Containing Ebola outbreaks poses significant challenges. One of the key difficulties lies in the virus's relatively long incubation period. The Ebola virus can lurk in a person's system for anywhere from 2 to 21 days before symptoms start to show. During this time, the individual may appear perfectly healthy, unwittingly spreading the virus within their community. This silent spread is a major hurdle in controlling the outbreak. Further complicating matters is the fact that the initial symptoms of Ebola are quite common and non-specific. When Ebola starts to take hold, it manifests as a simple fever, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. These symptoms are shared by many other illnesses, from the common flu to malaria. This overlap can lead to misdiagnosis, allowing the virus to continue its destructive path undetected. The initial symptoms of Ebola, such as fever and fatigue, are common to many other illnesses, making early detection difficult. While there is no specific cure for Ebola, supportive care and early treatment can improve survival rates. This approach typically includes rehydration with oral or intravenous fluids and treating specific symptoms as they occur. Early supportive care can reduce the risk of complications and increase the chance of survival. Prevention is key in the fight against Ebola. Measures like practicing good personal hygiene, avoiding direct contact with infected people or animals, and using protective gear in healthcare settings can significantly reduce the risk of transmission. In the realm of Ebola prevention, vaccines represent a promising avenue. Several vaccines are in development, and some have shown promising results in clinical trials. One such vaccine, known as RVSV-ZEBOV, has been used in outbreak settings and has demonstrated efficacy in preventing Ebola virus disease. Efforts are ongoing to improve these vaccines, make them widely available, and implement vaccination campaigns in high-risk areas. Vaccines are also being developed to help prevent the spread of the virus. In conclusion, understanding how Ebola works and why it's so deadly is crucial for effective prevention and response. We've delved into the intricate details of this lethal virus, from its transmission to its impact on the human body. We've also highlighted the challenges in containing Ebola and the importance of early detection and treatment. The ongoing efforts of researchers worldwide continue to improve our understanding of this deadly virus and how to combat it. Thank you for joining us today, and stay informed, stay safe.